best side at the beginning of the game that are not no longer representing or what have you. This sense. Nevertheless, this is going to be losers finals.
They're jumping right into it, straight into FD. Interesting. I don't know if they gentlemen to this or they banned for it, but definitely an interesting stage to start off.
See if he feels comfortable. I always like using platforms when it comes to playing against Robin. Gives me a lot more options when it comes to the projectile game. And we're seeing the difficulty that Tama has at the beginning of the game just to avoid anything that Tuitt is throwing out.
Ooh, the pop-up with the F smash is going to get the early KO, and Tuitt is very healthy on his first stock.
And it does seem like the Aegis in this particular day not quite working out for Tama.
But this is definitely a position Robin does not want to catch himself in at the ledge, especially against a character with this much vertical coverage. The Flame Nova is going to be untechable extremely early, and Robin has no options for avoiding that low.
Especially since we saw the untechable, like you mentioned as well. No chance in heck to actually get anything going, and now Tama is actually getting a lot more aggressive at the beginning of the match, actually trying to maintain the stage control and the advantage state, but now Robin actually responding back and trying to set up that edge guard.
Tama is one of the more aggressive players we have here in PR, and keeping up the pressure against Robin, especially with a fast character like Mythra, is going to be key. Because catching yourself at the ledge as Mythra is very, very dangerous with how bad her disadvantage is.
51% now, just going to grab him to the side and toss him to the right side, 98%. And that's going to be... Oh, I'm surprised.
The back air.
I'm surprised that he went for the back air. It's usually a Tuitt. That's an up smash, so that could have been a certain kill.
All right, Thorin will catch him on the ledge hang, and now he's on his last stock in the first game. Stocks have been flying this game. It's only been barely a minute and a half.
It is a very nice change of pace, Choki. A lot of the top players here have actually gotten into playing faster, which is exactly what we need. First attack 2021. Most of the time that we got top players from the other countries, whether it was the Dominican Republic, whether it was the US, it was Ling Ling who was a winner, been playing in Connecticut. The difference is the speed in which they play. Need to get faster, and these players are proving that we are playing faster.
Not just faster, but being able to deal with tempo change. Because some players are very, very good at slowing down the game to a crawl, and you gotta be able to adapt around that tempo, otherwise you will get trampled by that slow play. And fast play, the same way also. If you can't adjust to tempo, you're just gonna get ran over by hitboxes and pressure and advantage save.
That is why Ling Ling won first attack in the first place. There is nobody better than bringing up the tempo or slowing it down like Ling Ling, especially because of his immaculate defense. But he's not here right now. We have Tuitt and Tama.
All right, that will find the KO, and Tuitt takes game one. This is losers final, so it is best of 5, right?
Yep. 3 out of 5, ladies and gentlemen, and we have the Ramen winning the first game. 2 minutes 42 seconds. We are in for a banger.
You wouldn't expect it really from a Robin game, but Tuitt's Robin is known to not be the most campy, especially against characters that can keep up the pressure.
Both of these players are actually known for their aggression. That's another trait that we have in PR. Most of the zoners that we have on the top, especially, are very aggressive when it comes to their play. Headshot as well is a very aggressive player.
All right, that will find a punish, but he does drop the down tilt conversion. Let's see if he can get him at ledge where he needs to. This is where Mythra makes her money in this matchup.
Picking up a little bit of the edge guard there, and a good nair, one of the best nairs in the game, as long as you have that 11 sword on you.
All right, he gets the down throw. Let's see if he can actually find a conversion. He gets him in the air, and like keeping Robin at disadvantage because Mythra is key, especially with Robin not having the best range data. F-tilt will send him back to stage, because Up-smash will not have killed in that percent. Let's see if he can make something happen. Flame Nova should be pretty good here, but he mixes up and goes for high.
Yeah, that's only going to work one time, especially with a player of Tuitt caliber. He did recognize that he was going to go for it again. Actually goes for the mix-up of the L-Wind. Just floats into the ledge. Now he needs to be careful not to get grabbed, or dash attack is definitely going to do it. So first blood by Tama.
I do like this stage selection, especially for... Mythra. Mythra can hide in those bottom platforms, and up throw in that top platform puts Tuitt in a very rough spot to try to land.
Dash attack is definitely going to do it. Actually going to go for the multi-jab, sending him out towards 71%. Setting up the PK fire.
F-smash hits that high up. Impressive, and Tuitt does find the kill to even it up. Yeah. Well, let's see if he can find the damage to close it out. Keeping Mythra out and keeping her at the ledge is also key. This is a very swingy matchup at the ledge. Both characters want to keep them there.
Be careful not to overcommit with any type of up B that could get you some damage. Just because of that interaction, you got 84% on your second stock. It is not a position that you want to be as a user.
Let's see if Tama actually does adapt on around Tuitt, burning his jump so early in the game when he's in disadvantage. Now, that Nair off stage will find a KO, and Tuitt finds the lead again.
I'm telling you, one of the best Nairs in the game, bar none.
All right, no punish on that missed forearm. Let's see if he can make something happen to not take this much extra credit on the way out.
Bring him up a little upside. Dash attack is not going to connect, but continues on using those down tilts. Up air actually gets some good DI on there, making sure that he actually DIs on the side, not to get hit by it.
The whiff on the Prominence Revolt will get him dash attacks. He probably could have gotten a much better punish, but can't do. Sometimes you're just not ready to punish stuff like that. So let's see.
You just need to be careful when you're throwing out options like that if you're Tama. Second time that we've seen him actually going for that upbeat punish. He actually gets hit by it. Needs to be careful. Actually try to slow
All
down.
right, now
the
he does
Prominence
find
Revolt.
it, but it does not KO, even at 147%. But that side B will find the KO, and it's all even. A 30% deficit is nothing for a character like Mythra with her high damage output. So let's see if he can close in the distance.
Now we're seeing Sonic with a sword right in our very eyes. 40%, only down to 4. We knows a thing or two about using the sword and actually throwing out the arc fire to interrupt the Berserker Barrage. I would like to call it Wolverine. 81% on
The
there.
Foresight does find him to be able to punish that. That is a very, very key interaction that Mythra can abuse. And that was the first time I see Tama actually going for that swap dodge. That Nair covers so much space.
100% onto Tama right now. Prominence rope one more time and actually nairs him. No 11 sword this time, so even if he does have a big hit, it's not quite gonna do enough to hit. The down smash is gonna miss, but the 11 sword is already back up, actually trying to throw out that back air.
That down arrow smash will find a KO! That is Tama's signature. Tama loves going for that stuff, especially on those small platforms. If you don't see it coming, it will steal that game from you, and he was just the most recent victim of that.
Stolen indeed, Choki. Stolen indeed. So we're going into game 3 now.
Yeah.
Switching it up to Battlefield.
Now, Tuitt had no chance of surviving that. After that downer hit, that battle smash is extremely free, and we see the switch to Palutena. This is definitely a stage-dependent selection from Tama.
3, 2, 1, go!
Gonna play a little bit around there. A different character. Goddess should be able to turn things around for Tama actually to get some momentum going for this third game.
I'm actually one of the younger players in the competitive scene right now, but pre-pandemic, this was his main before Mythra came out, if I'm not wrong.
You are correct, sir. But Tama has also been known to use a bevy of different characters. Does have the Palutena, which is his signature, has been his signature at the start of Ultimate, but he does have the Rob, he does have the Aegis. An all-around great player.
Wow. Tama's keeping him prisoner at the ledge, already at 91%, and he can't seem to find the straight hit he needs to get going.
And he's looking like a deer in headlights, and the sharking by Tama continues to apply as soon as Tuitt actually goes up and down and left and right, front and back, and stage control has been immaculate by Tama this game until now.
He finds the shield hook with the side B into up smash. He knows it's not going to kill, but he needs the damage to start evening things out.
94% onto here, yeets him onto the right side of the stage, 137% onto him, but now the back air for 110%, so continuing to mix and match their way around.
All right, nice up B recovery to mix it up, but he tries to go for that forward air, but usually he does grab in that position, but that greedy side B will get punished by the Nair. Despite being down so much in the first stock, he finds the KO.
Actually getting used to the rhythm of the Goddess as well. The tempo that was established by Aegis is a different tempo from the one that Palutena does. And it's like you mentioned, Shoki, that is the mark of a good player. Recognizing the difference in tempo, especially versus characters. And we know that that shield is such a good tool.
Tama will not let you get away with whipping something like that, especially in a character with invincible moves like back air. Now it's all even up, but look, oh, he finds the Arc Thunder into grab, and that's a lot of damage. But let's see if Tuitt can actually find a way out of disadvantage, which so far has been his biggest struggle in this game.
So far, he's maintaining the lead barely. They're going to land on the platform. The up air actually covers the entirety of the platform, so good positioning by Tama. Make sure he was just in the middle of the platform to cover everything.
That whiff on the arc fire backwards and no punish on Tama's end. That is unfortunate. Now Tama finds himself at the ledge with no jump. Let's see if he can actually make something happen. The down smash will find the KO. You gotta roll away on that, otherwise that will break your shield poke or just straight up kill you.
Huge hitbox on that move as well. Onto Tama's last start of game 3. Important for Tuitt is going to be to get some extra credit on here. Dash attack onto 99%, actually sending him outwards.
This game is extremely important for both of them to win. This determines momentum and who gets counter pick favorite in game 5 in the case of a game. But it's absolutely pivotal that Tuitt does find a way to get this game. And Tama as well, right? Like, Tama cannot fall down 2-1, especially against a player like Tuitt.
They're out of shields for 73% now. The 11th sword is used as an item to actually toss him around the dash attack, and he eats him out to the side, but it's not going to be enough as it was only 100%.
Times his jump with the auto reticle. Let's see if he can find the KO. It trades with the book, but he runs out of Elwin. That is unfortunate.
85% is actually good extra credit, but we know that Tama has been capable of bringing these types of matches back.
And percentage is not really that much of a factor with a character like Palutena that can just find ways to rack up insane amounts of damage on you. Or just kill you very, very early percents off stage. Let's see if he can find it happen. The down throw 2 backer does put him in a really bad position.
Likes to go for those down airs. Needs to be careful. He's feeling the pressure of the Palutena. Actually responds with a fair but good DI on Tama. 129% now down there. 76 actually throwing out the Arc Thunder and trying to throw out that forward smash, anticipating that Tama was actually going to go in, but now we're in an edge guard situation.
All right, that is quite a lot of rolls coming out of Tuitt, but Tama's not putting himself in a position to punish that. The Arc Thunder to the book will not KO, but that down smash will catch the jump. Great read by Tuitt. Tuitt finds a way to win game 3 and go up 2-1 against Tama.
One win away from all reliable, Choke. One win away. One win away from eking versus Tuitt.
I predict a game 5 in this set.
Be going back to the Aegis. They're trying to throw up. Tama likes to change characters, and it reminds me a lot of when Xeon loses or wins. He actually likes to switch between characters as well. It's good and bad. It could be a double-edged sword.
Absolutely. If you find a player that is comfortable with your counter picks, it will be difficult to pick around them. But Tama finds himself in disadvantage early, but no hard punish. Oh, that F smash will find the KO early, and Tuitt takes a massive lead. First game of game 4.
He's really taking advantage of Mythra's disadvantage, especially when moving horizontally. Doesn't have that many moves that can actually interrupt him, especially since you can just throw out arc fires and intercept anything that they're going to throw out. So good on Tuitt to actually get that early stock.
All right, that is something. Let's see if Tama can find his stock early before too much extra credit gets applied, but Tuitt seems to be having a good read on Tama's disadvantage so far, swinging and keeps getting these hits. Let's see if he can keep her at ledge to take a big advantage, and the 11 F smash will actually find the KO again.
Using a lot of neutral getup, it's always important to actually try to mix your options when you're on the ledge, or just simply wait until the arc fire dissipates and try to SDI to the outside. That way you don't get hit by the final hit. You're not in a dangerous spot to actually get threatened by Tuitt.
All right, so now Tama is no stranger to making comebacks like this. He has been put in these situations quite a few times before. He's no stranger to finding KOs like this, especially with that Prominence Revolt. It will occur early on a stage like Hollow Bastion. Let's see if Mythra can make something happen here before he gets too much extra credit on his last stock.
It was enough percentage as well, up B. They're trying to get some damage in. 36% of extra credit on Tama's last stock, possibly, of the tournament.
That could have been very costly, but now he finds himself at the ledge again on Pyra. But no F smash coming out of Tuitt. He actually gets the misinput F tilt and misses the punish again on the roll. The F smash read will find the early KO.
Just like you said, we're going into last stocks, and we have seen Tama do this before. They're gonna go for a little bit further up, just throwing out those thunders, accumulating the damage. It'd be difficult for Mythra to actually get in, but B actually getting 36%. Back to the Pyra. Grab's
That
gonna
grab just whiff right there. That is
Okay.
interesting.
The wheels on the bus go round and round, but it's not going to be enough just yet to actually get some damage going. Directional and actually inside to avoid the arc fire, but actually grabs him, sends him to the side. He needs to be careful because the Pyra hits like a truck. 110% been out with the forward air for 124, so let's see what's going to happen now. And the Nair
will not KO at this percent, but he's in a very, very bad position as Mythra. The greed on the roll will find the KO. Tuitt closes it out on game 4, 3-1.
Using two options was the majority of the Tama gameplay.